Well, how's it going out there, folks? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. I'm going to do a quick video on a Carl built, essentially the 6-pill bass, 600 HD bass. Some people call it the 612 bass amp, but what it is a 6 HG2879 bass amp. Does have sideband built in, and this one is actually for a customer who ordered both this amp and a 400 HD with sideband. Now we'll probably do a quick test on the 400 HD. We'll just do like a little YouTube short on it. Been trying to do just real short videos, unless someone, pays the small fee for a full-blown video. Do the little short videos just to keep from clogging the channel up with amp videos. But should be a nice running amp. It runs on 110. We've got it plugged into our dedicated 110 line out here on the big dummy load, so it should be getting plenty of power. A nice sharp amp here, arrive safe, no damages or anything like that, so that's always good. Recommended drive on AM, I'm going to say 180 watts PEP, and on sideband, I would always run a little bit less on sideband, because here's what ends up happening. If you have a radio that does 180 PEP on AM, and let's say it does 75 watts average on AM, that same radio, if you turn it up to 180 PEP on sideband, more than likely it's going to do over 100 watts average, and that's what ends up tearing amps up. That's why so many people end up blowing their amps up on sideband. And I'll tell you guys, the things that kill amps the most: high SWR and being overdriven. And I would say, in parentheses, after being overdriven, sideband operation, because a lot of people unintentionally overdrive their amp on sideband. What they do is they say, well, I was talking on AM and I was doing 150 watts into my amp. I went to sideband and my radio was only doing 100 watts, so I turned my RF power up to 150, and then I blew my amp up. It's not the PEP that kills the amp. I know we're getting a little sidetracked here from the amp video, but it's the average power that comes up that makes the amp draw more current and that puts it in more of a strain. Okay, so just want to share that information. Just a free tip, I guess. Let's get on with the show here and test this one. We're going to put 100 watts PEP into it, 35 to 40 average from my RFX 29. It does have the RFX kit on the back of it. So that's what we're going to test it with. We're not going to be getting maximum power, but I think you guys will be pretty daggum impressed with how it does. We can go ahead and let you guys hear the sideband delay working, because we're not using a sideband radio, but we do want to make sure the delay is working properly. And it is. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but sideband delay is working the way it should. Now what we're going to do next, come over here to our watt meter. We'll make sure our slug is in here nice and straight. Peak kit is off right now, and we have a 2500 watt slug in there, if you guys can see that. I know that's kind of dim right there where that slug's at, but 2500 watts, so we're going to be looking at the top scale. I'm going to go ahead and key up. So that's a pretty low dead key. I'm actually going to roll that up a little bit. Let's just say about 180 or so right there, ballpark. Probably a little bit less than 200, about 180 watt dead key. Hello, audio. Hello. So just under 500 average. Remember, we're only putting 35 to 40 average in this. This is the amp that can take, 60 to 75 watts probably average. And this is going to be PEP. We're going to put about 100 to 105 PEP into it. Hello, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, 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 1, 2, 3, audio, 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 over 1,000. So not too shabby at all there. That's kind of what we were expecting. A little bit over 1,000 with 100 watts in, and then that almost 500 average with the 35 to 40 in. Again, one more time for PEP. Radio, audio, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio, 1, 2, 3, audio. Alrighty. Now, how much can it actually do? Probably full output. You know, some people will get these and they'll say they do 1,500 watts, 1,400 watts. You know, I generally say somewhere between 1,150 and probably 1,300 is what you'll end up seeing out of it. But a lot of it depends on your watt meter. Usually the 4 pills do, 850 to 9. You're adding 2 more transistors. You can figure, 400 watts total, give or take. So if you say 900 plus 400, that'd be 13. If you say 900 plus 450, 1350. 900 plus 300, 1,200. So right there in that ballpark. But this is a good running amp. I think the customer will like it. And I think this will do great on the bass. And then the 400 HD will be perfect for the mobile there. All right, guys, thanks. Rooster in 10, roostercb.com. And one more thing, if you're wondering what kind of radios I recommend to run with this, the Striker 955s, the 655s, the Anytone Quad 5s, Anytone Quad 6 Pros, the Washington Mobiles, all those radios like that, the RCI 69 Bass Plus Plus, all those radios, RCI 99N1, all those I keep saying all those radios, but all those radios that kind of do that similar output, RCI X9, they will all work really well with this amp. All right, guys, thanks. Rooster in 10, roostercb.com. See you, bye.